What is Bitcoin? In order to understand it, it's very important to understand the problems of the existing monetary system, because that's what Bitcoin was invented to solve for. Otherwise, it may take a long time to get Bitcoin, or in some cases, never get it. These are the problems Bitcoin was invented to solve for. Problem number 1. Trusted intermediary party, the bank. Before Bitcoin, sending value without a trusted intermediary party was not possible. In the existing monetary system, if I have to send money digitally to someone else, I need to go through the bank. The bank approves or rejects the transaction. If approved, the bank ensures that the money isn't spent again. Double spend problem. The bank does it by debiting my account and crediting the receiver's account. There are many problems with that, which are as follows. Problem number 1. The bank can reject transaction even though it's your money. Number 2. There is absolutely zero privacy. Problem number 3. International wire transfers are slow and the fees associated with it are high. Problem number 4. The major problem is that you have to trust the bank. You have to trust the central bank that the bank will not debase your currency. The banks are constantly debasing all currencies worldwide. Some slower, some at much faster pace, and few overnight. Bitcoin solves the trusted intermediary party problem. Bitcoin is the only pure digital peer-to-peer network that does not require a trusted intermediary party to exchange value between two parties. Problem number 2. Property rights and individual sovereignty. Because you have to trust an intermediary party, a bank, with your money, that means that you have zero control over your money. The money in your bank can be confiscated and seized anytime, and controls can be placed on your bank account where restrictions can be placed on the amount of money you can transfer to anyone. This takes the individual's sovereignty away and gives it to the banks, thus making them more powerful. Bitcoin solves this problem by removing the middleman out of the equation. With Bitcoin, you can send any amount of value, any time of the day, anywhere in the world, within seconds with next to nothing cost. This gives 100% sovereignty back to the individuals and takes power away from big institutions like banks. Problem number 3. Money debasement. Inflation or money debasement is a big issue worldwide. Because central banks around the world can print money whenever they wish, it causes inflation and rapid debasement of money. Look at the story of Zimbabwe dollar, Venezuela bolivar, and Argentinian peso to understand the negative effects of money debasement on the society. In order to have money that can't be debased, it has to be a decentralized monetary system, and a trusted intermediary party has to be removed. Bitcoin solves that. Bitcoin solves that by creating a decentralized monetary system for the first time in human history. Bitcoin network is an incentive-based network and rewards participants based on the proof of work. It means that if a participant is honest and shows that they have input energy and effort towards the success of the network, then they get rewarded in Bitcoin. Otherwise, the network punishes them by giving them nothing in return, because the network can verify if their efforts were honest or dishonest very quickly. This protects the network from being hacked or getting corrupted. This is what proof of work is. Its job is to secure the network. Because energy is costly, so every participant is incentivized to secure the network. And if their efforts are dishonest, then they will end up wasting costly energy to get nothing in return. Problem number 4. Closed to none, open to all. In the current financial system, you need a driver's license and social insurance number to get a bank account. You need a credit history if you want cheap capital from banks, such as mortgage to buy a house. The Bitcoin monetary system is open to all. No driver license or SIN number is required. With a mobile device and internet connection, you can get a wallet and transact with anyone in the world. Problem number 5. Privacy. In the current monetary system, there is absolutely zero privacy. The bank knows everything about you and your family and your financial situation. It's shared with the government and credit bureaus as well. In the past, there have been many episodes of credit bureaus getting hacked and customers' private information getting leaked to the public. Bitcoin solves that. You can send value to anyone in the world without knowing their name and address. Your financial privacy is intact. No one can know how much your worth is, and this information is secured and impossible to leak. Conclusion. The existing banking financial system is the poor form of monetary technology in human history. In my opinion, it's worse than having gold coins in your pockets like it was 2,500 years ago. The banking system is dependent on controlling its users. It's coerced on humans and is not voluntary. Try paying your taxes in gold or Bitcoin and you will find out why. Because gold is hard to manipulate or control, and Bitcoin is almost impossible to control or manipulate, governments and banks will never monetize them by accepting taxes in gold or Bitcoin. If you were allowed to get paid in Bitcoin by your employer, how would anyone deduct income tax before you receive your paycheck? It cannot be done, which means it takes control away from the government and banks and forces them to behave. The Bitcoin monetary system is completely voluntary. No one was or no one is coerced into it. Every 10 minutes, all the participants have a mutual consensus on the mined block, and the process continues. That's true democracy. Miners and new nodes are joining in every day as they're getting enlightened with the corruption of the existing fiat system. The Bitcoin monetary system doesn't care about anyone's opinion. It's connected to the scarcity of time, which is the ultimate scarce resource in the universe. And Bitcoin is pure and unique monetary system. One thing is certain, that the fiat money has to be created continuously to keep the fiat scam alive. I will now end the video with this. In 2010, a detached home would cost around 140,000 US dollars, approximately 140,000 US dollars in my city. It would have cost me 140,000 Bitcoin in 2010 to buy that same house. Now in 2023, the same house is only 25 Bitcoin, but in dollars, it's valued at around 690,000 US dollars. Just to be clear, it's not the value of the house going up. It's your dollar value plummeting.